Michelynn Missy Moss. I'm a best-selling author and poet. I'm a wife, mother, and grandmother. I like traveling. I love to cook and try out different recipes. I love dancing. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I'm just very happy to be here today.
Wow. So, what made you get into becoming an author? And first, um, are you a traditional author or are you a self-published author?
Self-published with the help of you and other collaborations and anthologies that I've been in. We went the self-publishing route. Yes.
So, what has inspired you to become an author and share a piece of you with the world?
Well, one story I don't know if I've told to too many people is that when I was a little girl, I really loved reading, and one of my favorite books or series to read used to be Little House on the Prairie with Laura Ingalls Wilder. And the librarian knew I had a passion for reading, and she would call me to the library when new books came in to read. And I've also told this story and said I thought like I was a big shot because the other kids in my class only could take out one book and I had two. And I always had a dream at that time that I wanted to be in books, like I loved having them, holding them, reading them. I read something the other day of the way the book smelled, especially like a new book. So I think, back then it was something that I aspired to do, but I didn't know how. I never researched it. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't know anyone around me. Who published the book. So I just thought it was, something that was never going to happen. And I spoke of me enjoying poetry, which my brother introduced me to that. I also spoke of how my grandfather read or would recite Psalms and Proverbs to us. So, how I got into it was a friend of mine. She now lives in Georgia, but we met in new members class in New Jersey. And they had a Baptist convention in Memphis, and my preacher came down and he just told me like oh well, her name is Angela as well. He said, did you know like Angie, she wrote a book and she got married and different things. And I was real new to Facebook at that time, so I went on, I looked her up, and she was doing a collaboration. It's called Wake Up Girlfriends. And so I was debating and debating and really because I was scared. I'm like, what if people don't like it, or am I saying the right thing? But God put in my spirit to just go for it. So I told her I wanted to do it. And then she made flat flyers of the individual women that were in the book. And so when she posted it, I was like, oh my God, I'm really gonna have to do this now, So I did it, and when the book came in the mail and I saw myself in it, it just brought me back to being a little girl of hey, one day I want to be in a book and I want somebody to read my words. So that's where it started. And then I started joining different author pages on Facebook and Instagram. And so then I came across Miss Vanessa Blackwell, and the second book, which also was a collaboration, was called Finding Joy in the Journey. And then I ended up coming across you, and I just was like, well, I'm gonna try this out and get my words on paper. And, again, if I can inspire someone, if I can share my testimony with somebody, and it helps them, or they